Sawachi Konkoya Najasa Samaba Na Sawachi Konkoya Najasa Samaba Na Sawachi Konkoya Najasa Samaba
I am more of a son of a yard, Bobiachi. Ubano one year, can't nobody uses no waka. Now this government, the Yakula
70 Konkoya.
Nature say, oh, fire.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV, PENDREAM TV, dear, or see them, Yopo
Abusia, Tonton Sansa in here. Ostek real estate, more fire.
More fire.
Akra Kofi Dako, more fire.
More fire.
Janeta Koli, more fire.
More fire.
Jifa Shino, more fire.
More fire.
Wise Amasamai, more fire.
More fire.
Franco Trading Enterprise, more fire. Health Alert Clinic, more fire. Agbozo Herbal Clinic, more fire. Star 274 hash, more fire. Ubenya 1000, more fire. Ubenya 1000, more fire. And this is here, more fire. Sikasamunye, more fire. High sense, more fire. High sense, more fire. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, more fire. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, more fire. Let's Talk Educational Consult, more fire. Solak Natural Clinic, more fire. Solak Natural Clinic, more fire. Nokia Android phone, more fire. Chalobiata Yachi, Ojani Jinem, Yanya Bresed Ye.
The name names a crodom
Because of a quarter, one only three, quarter, Debbie, it's in any brabad and you say, then Yabre, only by the it's in any brabad and you, Yanimbresa Koto, Yanyabresa Crodom, you, more fire, more fire. It's in Yankas as a hand, and in the air, one member will Adia Bakwa Yadishu carry. Penindie and it's a better work free mono, a better work corner, a better would do with Jumadia Banner, you know, and the end some year Kafao. Good. And ya Mamu, in fact, we are so for Krawa, so that would Yemia, a better would do with Juma Banner, you know, and I see a transfer of Kobe, you know, and ya some year come over cheap. Good. We are Juma Baby Boss. Say, what power Juma, and Nasa Winyam Juma, and ya some banner, one quarter on the Kafao.
Enuni asem no
masa wo so mazi masa wo aboso kai ya se wonya ma adwuma ma na se bia wo firi adwuma mu a e de na boys no apprentice no wo mo kafa ho no ani ndie wo pese wo se wadwuma so ani a nia ye kafa ho wa bra woni wo no eno na kire bibi na die nti na me kasa asem me ka dia be wura court
okay
eno na meti wa bra na me ye tie Godfred dam asem me no na yes ade we ena me ko Facebook ena me de eye kan ofori kuntungri nanaya ofori atamede ne foni akoto Facebook and busa say what pa the kind what pa na afe no betwe messages aminyae Nicholas ought to say Gyamfi obia glad na afi akronfo we need the okasa baby SMS see bra no ye finance minister amanfo hunu ni se kro no bo wo no eri ju no okasa
good
afei ato prince mission was say not at all. Adam Fafa was said that one crowd was say Adamoni was say Nipamu. That's more kind no. Philip Pajame was say for the way. Yamfin wa baby. John Bosco. One day wa betiam crack and say Kwame. Obi a yahwe boy yani age wo dia efoni wa beto wa besaye no. Wei. You don't know can
so guy no.
So ade a wo beye no. Say ekoya say swani a amanfo bebo agye so mbeka ho ensempa you look at John Dramani Mahama wo befra bembre olusu aba 2016 wo say mra na be kire mo ena mra kire na say nkire a kire ena say ye ka memo papa ho asema wo asempa na ye tiger
John Dramani Mahama
samanfo pa bibi papa ehuru wo man Ghana eye omo de o mani hwe
John Mahama ho
say ye de enetebia etoto eye political dispensation bia na political dispensation by any other to
John Dramani Mahama ni NDC
enti dia na kire e kire say ye de tumi se wonsa ye de adwuma se wonsa say di domani ma ya dia ba me aka ho nsempa mo Godfred dam ye Ghana aban mre nim ni panyi and na somebody ye ka fa no wo dia forget the politicians they can
good
forget the obi aka judge otemwafo what take case so what court and then what can for Godfred dam ho na dia ne dia futuo you futuo what tapia was say what in 10 times and brother do edu
eyo
otemuafo no wo se watie tape no empre dudu san komo na wo ne japadi ye no ene wo gira so wafutuo kwa so e ka say wo se de no masi ko ne ne yatete no me de ka be ka menko a ka Godfred ye wo de tena ntan e ka menko a ka Godfred ye de tena ntan na de na Godfred America yama na se futuo no wo se futuo de e ye kasa bi kwa onya nhye na futuo nya atemuo futuo nya enkonson bi a checherew wo pa na wo titum wo penso a wo eti ebra ya presenting no the power of choice said baya nani monyam kakra na aka no babo ho ban no hwe ba bia wo de nani kire ye ti asem we Godfred Amenie
who advised you to recuse yourself from the ongoing stop this sensationalism. I think you remember you were in court, the judge herself, even after the ruling, clarified that she had not given any such order at all. And that is only an advice. And what did you notice afterwards? I'm conducting the matter, I'm still conducting the trial. The most important point today is that all the applications filed by the applicants have been dismissed in their entirety. All the 5 applications have failed. And I think that in reaction to this, I would say that clearly shows there's a group of people in this country who ride on manipulation of facts, distortion, and deception of the public. They're always seeking to mislead and deceive the public. Today, they've been exposed. That is what I say. I leave the rest to my friends.
So now that they've been dismissed, all the applications have been dismissed, yes. How do you see this case going forward?
Well, today, when I was coming, I had a song in my spirit. Head of that church, triumphant. You know that song? Please. We joyfully adore thee. And then it goes on. Precisely. Continue. You have to play it in your radio stations. Head of that church, triumphant. We joyfully adore thee. And I said to you that they will lay traps, but all the traps I'll flee from them. Indeed, only righteousness will prevail.
So I asked a few questions about, so what is the way forward? As we begin to wrap up on this,
what we just heard is Key Soup concert party.
That is seriously comedy. Let's allow him.
I'm commenting on that. No, it's important. Look at this Attorney General. You engage in clear misconduct, clear criminal conduct, and you are here using Bible verses and Christian songs. He's not even scared of God. Listen, God is not a man who goes for them. God is not a man that he should be mocked.
What's the way forward for the NDC? What is the way forward for the NDC and the applicants?
You go and tell a witness, an accused person you're prosecuting, to falsify a fake medical excuse to deceive a court. And you have the audacity, the temerity to still quote Bible verses and sing Christian songs. This guy. So these are the Pharaoh. If this guy existed in the days of Jesus, he would have been whipped like Jesus would.
You disagree with some of the judges' decisions. What is the way forward? What is the way forward? What is the way forward?
Look at this criminally minded
disagree. Sammy, let's on
the emotional keyboard.
Sammy, you disagree.
I'm scandalized. As a Christian, are you not scandalized that this guy will use the Bible in the name of God to cover up his crimes and his misconduct?
So you disagree with the court decision. What is the way forward?
What a joke.
What steps are you taking going forward as you have expressed your disagreement with some portion of the
Afeti asemwe. Yetufo no anti ade. Obenko anti ade. Yetufo no anti abede. Anti ade. Enti komono de obi edi. Obi aso wadwen. E hye ni trim. E fa senior Godfred Dame e conducting no ho. Yeah, we are not judges. But we are also judges in our minds. Yeah, Ghana for your constitution, and just say, and a 2 minute day, yeah, you want a 2 minutes a day, everybody, yeah, and didn't fear maybe a 2 centimeters, and you. Sagain and Subeti a potential investor, a trim you. Say Ghana be there, Wahono, Sammy the Missika Koso, Nasembi Tumia, yeah, hey, O Matani General, one more abayment and ni penino, hey, Nanu ya, Edian Yetifano, yet he say, or be a what time the dinner court, one in the church, one in the dim come up, and no more power, Quanya, you better for so for Bishop, na yedia dance group Tiano, near this end Yakono, Aquatu Fiase, Sagain and Baba send your 23 Baba Shenny team. So a potential investment can be lost. Because when you're Mugana no say that here. You hey, because say no matter 10 years here. Son of Beko. I give a baby show mutrimuno. 18 and right temuafono. We ye be a Gana. I dear were ye Gana. I was seeing you your boy and some shia and the mano. And you sell foot to na. What the man Godfred dame. Yeah. For the sake of my Ghana, said by ya, a green bean quosisi, and position quophobic trim, and foul hono. That's my inference. Yeah. Said by a green bean man quophobic trim, and foul hono. And foot to say, Chumufra assembly mo. Godfred say, a foot to no, and yense, 81 Anna, Japan should be able to abontain. Says I wouldn't hear foot to any dear, any train. And Nina, your bobotram on the NDC for boy, no, you don't go on your woe. Oh, you are. Oh, you are. And son, and Nina, yet you will go if you don't so. Don't want to answer the court on Friday. I so good. I'll mention us with dear 7. You, Wabra, you're quiet. You. It's a baby, I do no, maybe I do no. Crop of it, I had 2 fools on 1 fire and on 1 at the couple, 1 at the couple. So, yet 2 for no winter, near Batuning. What say? E be ya o de twu boko because yeah senyo order kra na dia mawa opanyi yesi abrewa tufu a e wo se utie that's right esa abrewa ba wiesi jawo that's right otimuafo no obeye otimuani ansa na obeye aban lawyer panyi no ba bia wote ni dia wo hunu no wo nya nkotena wo hunu dia wo hunu e jose twu boko wo tufu but I dear back of the Ghana for you wa fear ye kwakoto aba and it's for the first time we Ghana bakwasemo yenya attorney general minister for justice yet to the for say one kid who free assembly one no na kwatamba ya what prosecute wo court this is the first time first time yenya dream bit said ya wo dwene sabre afa attorney general ho me adria me dream fa no me dream be ma no nka e wo mitiri me susu so de wo wutiri wa wo hwe mitie me e wo wutiri sa pepepe sa dream na wo wutiri no wan kasa wo susu se emwa se ye pa mamu papa sa dream na wo wutiri no ne sa ne yo na wo dan na di no wanya ene ya ye de boa e ma mamu papa ye dai e ba so enti no wei eya dia e wo se me ya aban lawyer panyina anka sai futuwi anka kwa mefa wanfa eti ye hwe de be ko good Sammy Gyamfi bra na wo kasa do nso ye mranim ni wo se ensem ni bia eye otemuafo no de tu dwa na sa na mo ni bia wo tu ye no titiri won se wo de koto nanim se anka case de benya ye ntwam enam nia ye huru se Godfred dame ye no wo se ensem ni bi wo ha wo ne nya adwen okay mientia wo mo ne nya adwen no eni ehwe ne tie we.
That is a heavy blow for Godfred Dame, who has been trying to escape accountability and has been sponsoring his assigns and highlands like Nana B and Paul Adomotre to be saying in the media that the tape is doctored, it is not admissible and all that. Now that argument has fallen flat. They have X all over their faces. The tape has been admitted, and that is why the judge made copious reference to it in delivering this ruling. And you've seen the line of cross-examination. More tapes are coming up. More tapes are coming up. Then number 2, and that is the juice of this matter. That is what makes all of us happy about this matter. Is that the trial judge says that it gives great discomfort for an attorney general and minister of justice to be speaking to an accused person when he knows that he's not supposed to be speaking to the accused person in the first place. And to be speaking to an accused person who was a lawyer in the case against the ethics of the profession, including telling the accused person to lie and contrive a medical excuse duty to deceive the courts. And the judge says these are serious issues of professional and prosecutorial misconduct, and that the appropriate forum can deal with that. We have taken a cue from that. And we know that the appropriate forum is not only the GLC. The GLC is one. We shall trigger that process at the right time. But we also know of Article 218 and the powers of Shraj. We know that the powers of Parliament under their powers to censure a minister. And we are going to be triggering all these things. There is no way that this dishonorable, crooked character called Godfred Dame will get away with these unprofessional conducts and criminal conduct. There is no way. We want to make that clear. And the judge, clearly, even though she denied jurisdiction, has given us a cue and we know what to do. Aside that, The judge went on to say that Godfred should stay away. She's advising or directing, whatever word you use. An advice can lead to a direction. Strongly advised. Since Ghana became Ghana, from the days of attorney generals like Gyamfi, have you ever heard the courts telling an attorney general that I'm strongly advising you to stay away from a case? The attorney general, in whom all the prosecutorial powers of state are vested, being told by a judge that I strongly advise you, stay away. This is a shame. This is a shame of a disgrace of monumental proportions. And it justifies calls, not just by the NDC, but even by neutrals like Professor Pierre, neutrals like Mr. Insiansari, the former director of the Ghana School of Law, neutrals like Martin Pebu, who are calling for the resignation of this Attorney General. People like my good friend Samson Ayenene calling for an inquiry into these matters. The judge, the court is scandalized, the court is embarrassed, the court is uncomfortable with the unprofessional conduct of this crooked Attorney General. And says, stay away. It's free asem no ho futuo no de ma no ye nim no and Sammy Gyamfi ni cheche mu no e che say wabra omoko mani ma omudi asem no tapes ahodo ho a e be nyina so good wabra ye toto amafo no tie he said the nyina abesi akọ in the coming days about very interesting. And note, so for the first time, what my Ghana bakwasemu and as he say you say attorney general war prosecutor case year to the 4 sakyo ho na babwa also debi let's make him ho na wakogina ho methodist him na meto wakogina to methodist bible no makotu now it we Christian we we jidini na wutie me na nsem ya abubo aba we de akira adwe da mitiri bia na da wutiri na Godfred da me so de eye bible quotation na etwitwa age no ho wode methodist him na etwitwa age no ho no wo no say what do you mean to that adventure na di wo Facebook or power 979 but no kwada nchen kwa ni makura e ba ya de hwe ho nsema na no honorable Erikopoku a wo ye Esrafo South na so bedwani wo gina bakwasam so kire ye baby ana ye yedi kanfo e de omani a kire wo kwan papa ye betima hwe na ye mana de hwe nkire ntete amunya wo school no e besi akọ enye the current free agency a ye huru ya problems ahodo aye dey amana homne so yentie said ye honorable Erikopoku osika na asemo NDC 360 hwade we
Section 21 of the Education Act on Sama or Trail Honey, say primary school, basic school, no middle school near there, you be free. Secondary no, so wokwa you free. Nemum, we to your fee kakra be a practical work, nyama be issue kakra home. Training college near there, United Tertiary na a free. And oh yes, sir, no. Now 1967, Obakaya, 24 February 1966. And I hear free fa auditu etu kwame nkoma amamu no eguye na ne kura na odi bu oman no ne fe no NLC National Liberation Council till 1967 no na kwame nkoma free education or the buy no oyi edi free ho no na sabra na oyi free ho no owura free fa be ye o mampanyin no ho no fa yewura kofi abrifa buzia and ordinary chairman of the political committee. Sabre na so and ofa Ghana mampanyin na na Akufo ne papa and oyeno otemuafo panyina efe no chief justice e wo mamu Edward Akufo ado sampanimfo yi na yewura fifa ene ombu oman no and this all call Google na busa say why who abolished free education in Ghana you will say yewura afifa one yewura buzia Sabe Buzi also prime minister. 1969 bedru ho and na omuyi sa free education no edi free Ghana say ahocha ba omani edi se be ya obi antwa school fees na yenko se be ya oman bibia ebeka kama na yewura Kofi Abrefa Buzi a apart from so yeah chairman of the political committee no ono so be director in charge of civic education and no man on anti babia no church amount for civil rights civic rights afa 1969 ana owura free fire say obe sign the oman no efi soja mamu mu akokama mi ka bi kwa so e no say a constitution ye de be see democracy no echi eno ne ye second republican constitution into what committee say committee no na nhwe constitution the chief justice Edward Akufo-Addo Omanpanyin Akufo-Addo papa na oka committee no Dr. Kofi Abrifabuzi na oka committee no sa committee na twa 1969 constitution to mo twa constitution no omanfa free education no ama 1969 constitution no emu na je say e free 1969 ba no aye school fees se mo nko a na ye ka no oman mu enti ya to ba 1969 wie no yewura Edward Akufo-Addo aye omanpanyin na otia konyosi na nado ne papa ene be Ghana nyina manpanyini ena sabe ne era ne parliamentary system enti de no da aban nanim awa adwuma yemu no aye yewura buzia NPP for na UP for pen for pa no wo na de NPP ban no mu yi sa free education no e the free ye universities na just say Ghana de free sabre no we go school from primary secondary e ko ba bia we betua school fees ene ye tua na sa ana 1979 Ura Rollins beye cool ebe tu abaya no wo so no edigu ye na wodi akonwa no ancha kra no se da bi opese do man no ko kabimami kabi na ye to aba and ye try 1979 constitution and the third republican constitution that constitution no article 10 and Ura Rollins my edition was say yen ko for free education no and sign a review. It's in 1979 constitution. Ura Rollins sign here. Na yede tuaba. Emma Dr. Hilal Imam Ebedi Akunyano and no sign the free education. Ediba Yemen. Na a church free education. Say a bayan levels na basic, primary and middle. After yedbeko secondary, yedbeko tertiary, any adult aina. Na sa amemo no ye de constitution to obayi Dr. Hilal Imam no anche ana Rollins in pen for sabe tu Dr. Hilal Imam amemo no buye afa de rest the constitution no anya dwuma bio enti ye tra military room until 1992 ana Ura Rollins ye say do minor ko kama menka bi enti yantwe constitution ye de besi wa ye man e betimi do man si na soja amemo bi nya dai emma bio enti ye frefra manfo nyina se wo momra na yantwe consumer kaya Ghana Bar Association a lawyer for omso om de omunye bi MPP ko no so ni say a lawyer for na eye panifo mu enti ama MPP panyini bia ni ho a odno share emra ye twa 1992 constitution no na sa constitution no under article 25 and Ura Rollins in panifo constitution ye fourth republican constitution de na ye de bu man de de to about 1992 ni atremu ade abedru ne no Article 25 no edition was say aya 1B yes that from 1B or say basic education shall be free compulsory and available to all. There's a basic no primary any JHS no e be free e be say compulsory afa obia benya bia ko say available to all. That's 1A. Now
eti abakosami a ye dan na didi kire wi honorable Erikopoku eka ye kan ya bedru baby sabra ye ka se free status ne tibia te sai ensembe na wofo ka ensembe na nkwada na ka kika bi kire
bi ni se am kono traffic light ena ubaru ko school 1 month obaba betina fie be se busumi biesa
awofo no so
enu susu da nchen enu ya de ma won enye papa awofo no so niam wo beto dia ko school mu no so kwa aye bebre ti
e ma se katua ye dey ekoso even though you say e free status now me tie ye twa abakosami ba enie se wotie de honorable which is very viable. When be a watch at Libya, a bit to check it. Yeah, a good for the papa more time. A brana Kwame Nkrumah Day free education abano. A draw my pens or move came. Tiame, Tita draw my pens or became a fact. For Pem say ye 90 ya wa ya bakosemu. A bedroom Rollins more pens one. One by 1992 constitution more. And no pono bra ye kreno edwadifo a ye frefre omo achachefo a ye frefre omo Ghana fo de chia hodo a ye frefre omo a lawyer fo no mo ye MPP mpanifo wo mo yi omo ho firi wo yi wo ka so wo de omo number betra e betwa constitution bia so eto yi ho firi meaning say 1992 constitution ma e shem e ka sa fo se e wo se yenya enkwada no entity adishe ontete free efitiase suku na mpo aduru nto aso suku a yemfa boase tokwa so ne yenye no mpo no MPP na wonka ho no wabra ne ye twerɛ wei
na wonka ho
no wonka ho
afei na mmara no so kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ɔhyɛ ɛyɛ compulsory.
That's right.
ɛyɛ compulsory free basic education.
Any basic no but a band to a so school no dia was a boss to talk on so near na ye the science and I day abadi abeto so a man in your one was a sabreya ye woman omodi free assentions from people omodi free assentions aba omas why your money hello said that ye dia kogu if the juma ye wholesale manufacturing no my money young was say ye faces our problems way because one the tradition of the MPP no woman need to be a year addition ye any free good woman papa no medro ma penso free and get we betray mo sir eduro mo so apenso lawyer for akuku danfo abenfo a ombeti video mo nim de enu madum achede abebata ho no eduro ma penso say wo mo so baboa na ye twa constitution a ye benya progressively free education no eduro ma penso ma fo mo ansem
na chem say sanye ye betumi aye no wonim de ni nyansa nkwanso no.
Yes,
the NPP as a political party no tradition wonim
so omo bibia akoye say ye pesa ma foto abama ye eti yenka bibi keke yenkeka bibi nsi ani yenkwa mfoni bi se de be ya amanfo be fili se ye wadwempa bi mo eno ne ba bi a ya bedui mo hwe sikasam
say
hwe ekatase ne proye ho nsam
adokro ye
hwe mpuntu a ye hwe anim se beba wo mamu ha
aboye
ede ne yanka mfa o my Ghana ye sika ya ye friend city ho
asay
ekosi sei
hata
mampanya nka so beba o my Ghana boso ho bai akosi sei
wa disike ni nyina
polugu ayi dami o ma fa tuo mo say for the first time since Kwame Nkrumah penso eno ne signature programmer wo mo ya o ma ya ebe ma amanfo wa TV mantem do ewu say byway adwe o mo yantam sika say ye di say adwuma no say adwuma no yaye won anye akosi say
anyi ni si wo honom si honum a yenya dam bia wo hono bibie ni wadi adanse se polugu dam no wanga ye wo ho eti nsem wo aka nyina no ye hudu radansem.
So that's the difference between MPP amanyoko ya ewo abamu ne NDC eti se won say John Mahama se bo a wo mo track record prove say ebu akrampo ebo no manche enso ade da Ghana for team ade da Ghana for akoma so no maye
won aye
tie mama this typical example
okay
say yakwan mu nsem as say nkomo na kwan say enkran ne kumase kwantempo no so temamoto we ade ne yebetima ye ehwa be hia say de yenyina dru so man no ehwa be hia say yebe ba ba mu na no ya president Mahama ne adraba fo hia wo say sabo no say wonam kwa so wo be wo banko ade a wo be gina Ghana sika no so woni o wo se no one time Ghana sika emfa nkwahye ne yonko no mu nsem
debi
wo be gina so ababa yakwan mu good tie we
better ade here pa na de ba ko a de accidents kaseba any a single lane roads because majority of accidents are about head on collisions. I just say wrongful overtaking Nissan Yomano and Edeba. And one of your priorities, they say, you be dualize acquire a Wagana based on our resources. You name him say economy not safe, but we'll do our best. We'll try and dualize as many of the roads as possible. Because we approach casting in our NMC, we most in our NMC and echo. And your friend who had them collision, no, unya or Ebiana obi BBS na wakoto bush so I know entire nipa nhwere mo kwa say head on collision because impact na a head on collision no more thing. The dualization of roads here one of the priorities.
That's right. Here edo makoma so a wo mo de beba beto akwam eti leader ani obi a wo hu problem a you wo de hu solution ye dey eba problem ne ye dey say wo ye kwantempo ahodo so akwanhia ahodo a ye titete ne nansem no ye se ka no one we di ni ti akopem ne yonko de eti ama nipa dodo ahwe o monkwa so eti kwa be so ne ye betima fa so edi sa de ehu dwuma te se wo mo MPP mo Joma ama so tai kwa burojire eko bona nani so akoma eti wo kwa amanoni a akwan a ye kwantempo no eya na we kwa no no de o dey wo ko we so ba no so o dey wo ba eti ho asam no ka no sa
Sa pepe esan se uko baby ti se Dubai asa no nga ye won akwan uko US Germany NF UK asa nete eti John Dramani Mahama ohwe enkan kopim eye kepko se yara de biara da kwanhia nso se ye dualize sa akwan ya sa the way see every see biom
and in 2012 one share and normal be bonokran wo ye look at the number of hospitals we see here and ya kwan hodo wo ye within a short space of 4 years
and 4 years
no me say within within a short space of 4 years because within that 4 years no na ya twene ho manso no what court no boso be say
boso makuma kwa wotwe
yes so election petition case no na ya twon down there
8 good months
our court
good
and at that time no na ama investor confidence no and this was the time year 2008 global economic crunch and the abawura a new era so aba for Friday aba so when you form on the government in home corner sabre ni nyina but within that period Shenoma John Mahama foto to nanado ne baumia 8 years
fisha makuma kwa wotwe ene obi a fisha anantem John Mahama anya hwe kwa no de mamembo nkankeke ni aminima yarsabia minim hwe kwa no minim ga East hospital minim hwe kwa no minim Dodowa hospital minim hwe kwa minim Greater Crown Regional Hospital minim hwe kwa no minim yarsabia wesi wo sakumo no minim hwe kwa minim numerous compound John Dramani Mahama esi minim hwe kwa no misanzu nim se ngasi polyclinic ewo mungwa
eti your point in say your point in say John Mahama be gina wanim no kase te say ba omi anso aka pepe no no kase rotos here aban be gu no wo ba obesa de na obesa de aba de ebeti benya ne mudidie eye ne wanka mpo wo ye ya de ebeti benya ne mudidie eye nia enam ne so a rotos no ye dey ye go no ye tie John Mahama wa bra no se sabo no
lorry terminals. You bet me a partnership between assemblies and the Road Transport Union to build and improve and modernize terminals and look after the terminals on a revenue sharing basis. And we can even have private investors. You get private investors. Normal terminal. And the terminal no be escrow accounts. And sikani bia moje every terminal no will go into the escrow account na etua bosia edetua NDC sa terminal no. And these are all ideas ye dwen ho na senyame adom ne ba be mo yedum betnase na hwe how we can get a source of funding be a terminal nya yebetimi afa near modernizing or near the clinic here the washrooms near the adin na atoho say forming near your pavement fefe near your sheds passengers betimi atnase near be account into every week sales are yenya na yatibi near the go account no sene be a betua cost of building the terminal.
Cost of building the terminals and if it's what it's also say road tolls no obasanso the idea and yaba road tolls na nam go ayegu no on my Ghana ahwe sika pi enti ne nam ne so ayegu no ayahwe sika wo mabu akonta ngire wo one child say sika na ayahwe no ekwa we so no mefa esade abramo sika no kwa ekwa say sika na nke betimi de ye mpuntunuma hodo no ekwa ye jama no ko ana sani akwa na asa begira wanim wa afia ye kwa akoto aba se mesa de ade na megu no aba between one no and obi a enam no so not his fault is not the reason enam no so asade ne bai no between one no why now benya jidie wo dem nia enam misunti ene ye na gu anase ye collapsing rotos no ono na metrust no because ono no why be da okay aye akwan ahuru a oye second here yesi second Dubai no kwame yenya aye fire service tender station ewo honum enwechi so ayarosabia ewo ho ma min koka so anso so eno so yesi aye kasoa interchange no eno so hospital ebata ho fire service station so eka ho honum eti obeti se John Dramani Mahama eka
aka se mi kyerɛ me sɛ ɔba ɔde roto na se fe obɛsa yɛ niema cabinets ahuru so obɛsa yɛ na abɛfo kwan so hwɛ circle station ya Gyamfi station hɔ yi John Mahama na bɛyɛ no abɛfo kwan so nɛ ugina hɔ no nsu etɔkrabo a uhu sɛ nsu atɔ ɛwɔ circle hɔ no John Mahama na yɛ enti adanse di ni niema ahuru a wayɛ nyina di adanse sɛ nia wakan no obetumi ayɛ enye John Dramani Mahama eno gu ɛyɛ rotos ɛwɔ ɔman mu enti no ɛna mɛgye ne di
akransa na obɛkɔ no yɛtimi kura no sabre ɛyɛ kankwa
ya
hwɛna no ɛyɛ mpakadan ɛyɛ tema ekosi mpakadan keteke kwan no saa keteke na aba foforo na yes ɛso bi maada no ɛkonya akwanhyia no wokae sɛ mmerɛ bi Elikam Kotoko a wɔyɛ deputy youth organizer ɛdema NDC amanyɔku wɔtwerɛ wɔ ne Facebook page sɛ modeɛ mokɔ so ankasa fa accident no ba baabi a de tipayɛ paa bɛba ɛne boa yɛbɛtwa ma yɛ sɛ ɛno ne yɛhia sɛ yɛde bɛsiesie ɛyɛ keteke no fato screen no so ne yɛhwɛ sɛ na sɛ Ghana ban hia ansa ne yɛtumi de yɛsiesie ɛyɛ keteke foforɔ yɛ ɔmo de ba yɛ ma fato screen no so na yɛnyɛ adeɛ wɔ ntantam yɛ awurade ɔmo so ɔmbɛhia sɛ
Kwame sika ɔmbɛhia no is over $21 million.
$21
million ɛna ɔmbɛhia ansa na wɔn siesie keteke no asɛe no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ tema kɔpi me pakadan hɔ no Kwame ni wɔho ɛno ɛna saa bere wɔn sɛ wɔn bɛhia sɛ sika wei ansa na wɔn atumi asiesie keteke no asɛe no Kwame utuni ho a wonti asɛ na sɛ ɛyi ade wei ɛyɛ tipai wo ba bɛsɛi kɛsɛ sika na no bɛsɛ wodi a sika na no bɛsɛ wodi
a wo sɛ 21 million ana 2 million now 21 million de sika gase pa
mi sɛ na manka ne
2,138,466 cities sɛ sika no ne yɛbɛhia ɛde asiesie saa keteke foforo ya yɛde ba yɛ Kwame so bɛka kyɛ ɛnyɛ na Peter Mawu bɛka kyɛ sɛ ɛnɔma kɛseɛ biara nsɛe adeɛ bi asombu biara nyɛ dɛn ansɛ wurafi
ya meka
wurafi sɛ Peter Mawu bɛka kyɛ sɛ akwanhyia na ɛsiyɛ no bibi biara ni wɔ asombu a ɛwɔ keteke no ho asɛe ɛti ɛka bi ama wurafi
Kwame maka Kwame mame bisa sɛm bi NPP sa manyoku wɔbae sɛ wɔreba bɛsom Ghanafo anaasɛ wɔbae sɛ wɔreba bɛdi yɛ sika NPP as a political party ɔmo bae sɛ wɔreba bɛsom Ghanafo anaasɛ yɛn sika na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛna wɔbae sɛ wɔreba bɛdi because keteke kɛkɛ asɛe no sika yɛn atwa ni over $2 million ɛna yɛde rekɔ akɔsiesie Peter sector minister so bɛka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛn sika biara ntafe de ba de dɛn yɛn ehu
na keteke na ankasa yɛ sɛ
ɛyɛ ahe ne bu ne yɛ ahe keteke na ankasa ne bu yɛ ahe keteke na ankasa me say me I still stand by what I said the last time say the NPP as a political party and the government led by Bawumia and Akufo-Addo if indeed is what the keteke ba my musa worry ba be sa trial now NPP and Akufo-Addo and Bawumia womu populism no they would have invited the media to come and witness the hisa adiwe awose wokoye I nam so awose keteke ya say anko be man some joyful the cameras and the fei nyame de ati womu twa the live say ye ni o NPP ni o Bawumia ni o Bawumia na nam sunti Ghana yenga keteke foforo
and ekaba
de why so me I still stand by that thing say send your honor and the woman kasa kai say sa video na buy no enye authentic enye quality video no hunu say bibi keke bi bi keke no wanga ye no I still stand by it say me akra me nye di say what keteke ba o maimu ma keteke ni benya akwanhia I don't trust them
all right akra ye besa chia bi but answer about the last one what is say besi ne sa unknown account bi na ye de 52.5 billion Ghana cedis kogu mu no besi na sasem ye pede po mesebre and you see wabra ye koto abaro momma ye nkaka ye hu sa no ma we nyina etire dan nyina ye ba na ya bo ensemi bia etwam no eso fifth Ghana sika ye say ye gigeto ye boaboa to ano e de akogu futuom na futuo ba ne ye de kogu ma ye de akoto obi account a e wo GCB se ne akono woni din e sika say ya 52.5 billion. I want to call US dollars more. We are talking about 9.4 billion US dollars. 9.4 billion US dollars. As I'm here, Now my crying, I said, I can't go. Your boy, did you go? You're right there. Hey, just a Sicano, Pemakrama, a girl who do you know. Sicano, a Pemacranama, who do you know? Crack. Say, yeah, can say 52.5 billion. Ghana Sika. Oh. Yetiye Ghana na noma we nyina ekoso yetiye Ghana na yesanso dundum kania wa bra yenka hwe yenkyere yetiye yenya invasion obi ewura asisi e salam beme ne die tini yetiye baby a wode kan we tamani wa dance for me na
That's for
1998. Na kania nyamba na we nana ne edede
okay.
If you can ye bia. Me some obi fa to no mo hwa de kro. Wa bra ye be ya de we sisi e. Fa to so ne anya de we. Fantastic. Ye dia selo maba no. Ye be sisi e me ko ba bia. Obetin wasem. Ye ba. So TVXYZ. Well, yeah, the BB two screen is to see my own here. Can you do now? So, Mosanu Namuso Bihu. Wabra can you not do no? Yahuna say, Yaso, if you can ye be. Sabra Yadundum can you wabra yanda in a DNJ and that potia, Sati be ever ban a year. Ura Salam Dramani. Yvonne Nelson and Abante Bakuna I go to say woman ya bre woman Ghana for this year bre say woman tinta su kokko dia cha ban wo kane ya yedundum na yehu dakura ni nyina beba na wie salam me mo atwo akwa ba
medase
na kane ye
so wonem de ekoso ewo man the erratic power supply na enye eno na Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia promise here. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they actually told us, they promised us that they will give us reliable, affordable electricity supply. That is not what is happening today. What is happening today is contrary to the promise they made to us, that they will give us reliable electricity supply. There's erratic. This thing was given to us in 2016. Here's it.
NPP for a campaign message.
Camera no better me zoom. And
2016. Okay.
Me dinkra was wow.
And that's just the maw. Salam Dramani
Pierre. And really, wow. 2016. Akufo-Addo's vision. And only number 3. Who kind? Number 3.
Number 3, no. Say every household or business has reliable and affordable electricity
supply. Thank you. So that is
not supply account.
Correct. Any way in intermittent erratic power supply. Of course, that is it. We should be holding duty bearers accountable and responsible for the promises that they make to us. That is the era we are in. If you come to power and you are reneging on the promises you made to us, we will hold you accountable. There is doomsday in the country. Unfortunately, government doesn't even want to admit that there is doomsday. So once government doesn't want to admit, it means that government doesn't want to be responsible. So we will use the powers that are granted to us as citizens of this country in the Constitution, Article 21 plus 1D, which gives us the right to assemble and to demonstrate. You understand? To demonstrate our frustration, our anger, our disillusionment, our disenchantment, our dissatisfaction about policies of government. You see, so we are using Article 21, Clause 1D on Saturday at the entrance of the University of Ghana at 2 p.m.
University of Ghana anymore.
Yeah, main entrance. Yes, because there's a reason we have decided to keep the vigil from the 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
A reason here.
Thank you. You know, Doomsor affects people during the day.
It can't be.
Exactly. And it affects people during the night.
Okay.
So we need to give people the government to have that feel of what we go through when power is off during the day and when power is off during the night. You understand? That is why we have decided to do it, because vigil is normally kept in the night.
I say Obama abayini bia awia. Na awia no mo bia anajo.
Say the one you fam. No. Andrea say na kokumemle. Yo na boom Doomsor. So I was asking myself, and the president and the minister of energy, they keep telling us that they have resolved this problem. So what it means is this: the president is not aware, is not alive to his responsibilities and duties.
Dr. Baumia. So what did you do? You do kanya wasio.
Correct.
A bit true.
That be say okay. Well, your cousin say. Nena na oku yebe maku neza dokwa amese amalakwe se wo ma meka bebi na wo say wenwu a se ade chi adan ade se obi ebe hu se wo ma me o ada wole ho enti se Doomsor ho na wo say Doomsor ni ho a eno na Nyankopon ankasa wo say aban we ankasa no Nyankopon yi omu ntra omu try kotompo omu cha de bia Nyankopon ankasa o expose omu.
That's right.
So the entire setup, you know, the government, it's like bandits. You see, they are bandits, gang of criminals who have captured Ghana as if it were their personal property. So they don't take responsibility. That is why when the president went to Parliament recently to give his State of the Nation address, and the president for the first time used the word "the buck stops with me," and I was asking myself, thank you, and I was asking, so this guy is using analog minds and want to trick us the digital minds, because that is an analog person trying to outsmart digital minds, using the back stop with me. No, he was trying to do that thing to absorb his successor, the standard bearer of the NPP, Bawumia, so that Ghanaians will not pin Bawumia to the use of this administration. So he used that and I said, Mr. President, you are using analog mind. You don't belong to this era. Unfortunately, you have the powers to steer the affairs of this country. You have analog mind. Don't try to outsmart us. Because digital mind, there's no way an analog mind will outsmart or outwit digital mind.
So on Saturday
tomorrow, we are all converging at the main entrance of the University of Ghana at 2 p.m. We'll converge there and move peacefully to Tetekwashi roundabout, where opportunity will be given to eloquent, articulate, disappointed, frustrated, depressed Ghanaians, people like yourself, to mount the rostrum, to vent your spleen, your venom and vitriol on this government, to hold the government accountable, responsible to fix the Doomsor situation in the country. Look, if the government is telling us that there's an improvement in the Doomsor situation, we beg to differ. Because in the 21st century, power must run uninterrupted. So if power goes off 30 minutes, it should be a news, it should be a border to the people of this country. So we are telling the president and his people that if they see this situation as normal, we are telling them they have not quite waken up to join us in the 21st century. So we wake them up to join us in the 21st century, to take responsibility, you know, for the promises that they made to us. You promise us that there will be affordable, reliable electricity supply. As you speak now, power is not affordable. Affordability has fallen into lexical oblivion under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. There is nothing like affordable.
What is the guarantee say by the end of Ochina dia mobe no say ewiabre mobe gina mobe tintesukoko anadwo de so mobe toaso. What's the guarantee say mra na wiye no na kane dundum na ba na wiye. Wo de adum kane an nye hwese de ya na sitie anadwo say ya na sitie. What you say? It is say bia wo kane yi bia na kane yeta yusu ya. Ti say de selam dia ba studio ya. Enwa na de besi with them. Where do so one hweye na wo da ebetima ma eja edan atonfie kane no de fam no.
You see, so Kwame, like I was saying, we have people who don't possess or they don't have what is in the DNA of the 21st century, but they are rather the ones.
That's the problem. At the end of the day,
yes,
what would we achieve?
We would have achieved something tomorrow.
To say
like bringing or holding the government to the fire of accountability, and would have acted on the words of Nana Akufo-Addo, that exhortative word that he told us during his inaugural speech. That was 7th January 2017. That be citizens, don't be spectators. So tomorrow we'll be demonstrating to the president that we are citizens, alive to the rights and duties placed on us, to hold him accountable to the promises that he made to us. He and his vice president.
Yeah.
Because the vice president, wants to be smart. Under the constitution, we voted for Bawumia.
Yeah.
We voted for Bawumia because when Bawumia was taking his oath of office on 7th January 2017 and on 7th January 2021, he said, I, Mahmoud Bawumia, having been elected into the office of vice president. So we elected him as well. So he cannot be passing the back that he has a boss. So decisions taken by the boss, he cannot be held responsible. He is equally liable for the ills we are going through.
Fantastic.
So tomorrow we are calling on the public to join us at the main entrance of the University of Ghana. We are all marching peacefully to the TheThre roundabout to demonstrate our anger, our frustration, disappointment, and disillusionment to the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Bawumia.
Very well.
That we are actually frustrated.
Thank you
by the Dismissal situation.
Shalom Dramani.
Thanks for the opportunity, my man. Thank you.
To a child, what they can hear any braba, Yanya call. Abusia, Kanya Dundum, Yagudia Gra. Yadum Kania, you say about Yadum Kania, and my man for Trisika, Yadum Kania, and your yen and Eba, because Yad the Kania when that dema, you better be seen as a one here, a Jabba your fear. Et to Wabra Yafasati be a woman, Yabetra your home. Dumsonishia, Mampania Badiache, Dumsonishia ministers. Miniature almost in your Dumso a light off. Miniature almost a Dumsia. It was Chanyami Yaduma. Intasuko kwa ni etie ketoto sasa ni dia bramono
ya maya enyo ya ne wom ya paso biaba adwabo na sibi na asem ye wo bia mu oka na mama ne ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motrobodo yemfa mu mai mosempa
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.